Good morning to you. Good morning to you. You guys gotta get your songs in. You know what it is. Friday. I didn't have a song for you guys, so I had to sing a little bit. You know what it do. You know what it do. I got a little sun myself, so I gotta get my singing on, guys. What's going on, guys? One way. Jonathan Coin. Yeah, Jonathan, how do you do that? So, all that to say, I would probably contact CMEG. Just go ahead and give them a call and ask them what you need to do if you haven't done that already. I would not go off of what that guy said that I sent you, but just an FYI, other people are going through that right now. So I know their finance team is trying to figure it out. I've been emailing back and forth. I'm trying to get word as quickly as possible so I can inform you guys. But I'm still waiting myself to hear back. I think just something weird with banking and wiring. There's like apparently a new law, this one guy said, as far as sending money internationally. Like the banks have to know all the fees that will incur or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure it's all going to work out. CMEG is a reputable broker. I've been with them for a while. And I'm sure it'll work out. If anyone else in here has wired money CMEG here very recently, please let me know just to confirm that you guys are good and it is working with some of the banks. Some of the banks we're just trying to figure out right now. Mr. Tim Tolson is in the house. Good morning, man. What's going on, Tim? Good to see you in here. Happy Friday to you guys. Yesterday was probably my worst trading day in a while. It was quite an expensive day yesterday. But fortunately, I did come back and hit BTU. BTU, this was a fast move up through the whole dollar up towards 220. So I did hit that yesterday. Thankfully, that one ended up being a nice little play there on BTU. Obviously still a red day, but I should be able to make it up in a couple green days here. It's all about keeping your red days as manageable as possible. But yeah, yesterday was kind of rough. I really hope that today's not like yesterday because, for one, I couldn't even commentate. God, it was awful. Stuck in a couple trades I'm trying to work out and couldn't even commentate. So looking for a different approach to today. Yesterday was an expensive day, faux show. Really what got me was, what were the stocks I traded? It was at the open, EDIT. I took a loss on that, but everything kept going. So it's like, okay, I'm happy, obviously, with the cuts. Look at this, EDIT. So this does not happen very often, a stock going from $30 to $60. Obviously, when a stock's overbought, I'm going to be looking to short it. So I ended up cutting this one, which obviously was a good thing. I cut it at like $60. It ran to 65. The other one I traded was, there were a couple that popped up on the scans. I don't even remember their tickers. I think it was it was THC was another one. Look at that one. Popped from 35 and just continuation all the way up to 43. And there was one more. But anyways, yeah, they definitely got me. Definitely got me. But BTU ended up helping me out a little bit. It happens. The right thing to do is to understand and take the loss and to move on. But the problem was I was 0 for 3 right off the bat, which is very unlike a normal trading day. Coined a little bit of a small red day as well. Able to get a tiny loss and shut it down. Were you over trading, Coin? You were down big and recovered. How you been doing with the over trading, Coin? Sounded like it worked out for you yesterday. All right, let's dig into the quote of the day today, guys. In order to succeed, you first have to be willing to experience failure. And boy, oh boy, I I understood that yesterday. Very important quote. You got to be able to experience failure. Here's the deal with 90% crew. The 90% crew is, the participation award people. The stock market gives out no participation awards. Absolutely not. So, for people who really want to see this thing come to fruition, they're going to experience failure. Absolutely, 100%. But most people just cannot deal with experiencing failure. And it's really a different approach to that quote as well, or to that word, to that term, failure. Because you're really not experiencing failure. You're experiencing different ways of how not to trade, which I go over all the time. You're learning how not to trade, right? I say the Edison quote all the time. Edison did not learn how not to make the light bulb. He learned he did not fail when making the light bulb. He learned 1,000 ways not to make the light bulb. And then you find out how to make it. There's actually a quote from Michael Jordan I want to share with you guys as well. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed it. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. That goes hand in hand with that quote today. That is why I succeed, because I'm willing to fail. Isn't that crazy? Love it. Love it. You guys hit the like button for that quote. I throw that in there for free for you guys. All right, traders, let's jump into today. I got BB right in this symmetrical triangle squeeze this morning. I will be watching BB. Mr. BB will be watching this one out of the gates this morning, right up in this symmetrical triangle squeeze. Up through 850 would be nice. Now, we have seen these many, many times. I don't remember the ticker, but we saw a symmetrical triangle squeeze like a few weeks ago, and it was a massive move. So this is a nice little setup. It's got good support down here, 815, 820, and below that, 775. BB obviously a little bit slower, but when volume returns here, look what it can do. From last week, December 1st, $6 up to 10. So when it gets volume, be ready. SGMO, I'm looking for this one for a short out of the gates. Preferably a little spike out of the gate on SGMO to short it. This one really strong climb to the close yesterday, SGMO. 116 million float. So the stock really had massive volume coming into this for the close, and they are not getting that gap up. Absolutely not. This thing hit a high, pretty much closed right at what, 1565? Yeah, 1565. So some of them getting a little gap up. And after hours, this one hit a high like 1650. Pulling back a little bit at the moment. On SGMO, but I do like that one a lot. I like it a lot for a little bit of a fade today. Back on down to earth. Back on down to earth. Mr. Edit, I still want to stay familiar here. Obviously, I took a loss there yesterday. This one's seen a lot of continuation. But I want my money back. And I'm going to get it. Mr. Edit. Yeah, so Edit has seen like, 5-day climb. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green days in a row. God, the stock's going to the freaking moon. Edit. Still have shorts here, but the stock's non-stop. I want to stay familiar there. May not short it, but I'm going to be watching that one closely. Tgtx, this one, nice climb yesterday as well. And this one's going to be opening up right below its previous close at 41.72. I like this one for a little bit of a fade as well. Risking 41.72 the close there. Tgtx. BTU, I know this is in the energy sector. Wow, this one's even climbing more right now, 227. So this one, like I said, guys, I got the short on yesterday, this big upper shadow towards 218. This one, just like a week ago, was under $1. A couple weeks ago, under $1, and now we're at 227. Energy company, 200-day moving average on this is 277. And this one's quietly trying to get a little move up towards that 200-day. 200-day going to be at 277. Let's see where this resistance is. Oh yeah, we got major resistance at that 280 mark. So it may try to gravitate up towards 277. Look at this resistance here as well, guys, on the chart. 278, 280, major resistance there. That's an area I'm going to watch. You know, if this one's going to keep quietly spiking, I don't mind longing it and then flipping short. Longing it and then flipping short. I really don't mind that at all. Yeah, yesterday it was kind of a slow climber. Around 10:30 is when it made its move. So yeah, let's be watching BTU. This one's trying to creep. 227 right now. All right, SLS. This one the other day, yesterday, had a crazy climb. This was one of our leading gappers yesterday. Actually had a strong close on Wednesday as well, leading into a gap up on Thursday, and then tons of volume coming into this play as well, SLS. Yeah, look at this pattern right here, guys. Just FYI, SLS. I see this a lot. It's like a W shape, but the W has a higher low. So another little example of a symmetrical triangle squeeze and then break, and look at the volume come in. As soon as it breaks that symmetrical triangle, look at this volume come in. 3 million shares, and just this thing takes on off. Yeah, so SLS really is trying to hold this support. You guys see the support is holding this lower shadow in pre-market from the 1250s, 1275. That's going to be this upper shadow from pre-market yesterday morning. So it's trying to hold this 1250s area up right now. Maybe a little heavy from the close yesterday, but FYI, SLS has been a move on Wednesday and Thursday and trying to hold that support this morning as well. It's in a void for me, SLS, but I want to cover all of our bases for some of you guys that may want to take a trade there. Anybody trade the IPO Airbnb yesterday? I don't trade IPOs generally. They're because I trade past chart history, and there's no past chart history. I mean, it's more or less gambling for me, getting involved with something like this. I have to have past chart history, but Airbnb, definitely interesting. So the company got very excited. That one opened up at 145. This thing shot up towards, had a morning spike yesterday. Not really morning spike. They IPO'd at 130, looks like. They spiked up to 165, and then pop and drop, baby. Pop and drop. Pop and drop. SNOA is one of our leading gappers this morning. Coin brought this one up this morning, saying SNOA. Checking the daily charts, Coin was saying SNOA and VT, which are our two leading gappers this morning. They finished red on both days, so watch for pop and fade. SNOA, I do have shorts for that one. It's a 2 million float, 7.5 million shares traded on it. I mean, I like it, but typically I do not short 2 million float stocks. Oh man, that'll put me on edge. You never know when a Jason Bond Picks is going to send out an alert on one of these low floaters, and 5 million shares is going to come flooding through it, and I'm going to get squeezed out. The low floaters, the chat rooms love to pump. VT gap days tend to pop approximately $1 before the fade there. Yeah, VT is trying to get a little bounce off of $4 right now. $4 is a little bit of support on the daily and from after hours yesterday. So trying to get a little bounce right there. It had somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern up towards 650s. Where it was seeing some trouble on VT. We got the head 654, left shoulder 560, right shoulder 560. This is how head and shoulder works. So we have our neckline here. Yep, that's how head and shoulders pattern works. Recognize it, guys. Recognize it. Jason in the house. Good morning, man. How you doing? you still in the hospital, or are you good to go? Whew. I'm gonna be snacking on some banana nut muffins. You guys, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Watch for fake out breakout BTBT. It's gonna be pretty bearish from that head and shoulders that we saw, and of course 575 resistance. Jason at work. Everything taken care of then. Sounds like you're good to go. Yeah, so VTVT probably going to be bearish from the head and shoulders. Be watching that. Be a little heavy. Trying to get a little bounce off $4 right now. SNOA, I actually do have shorts for, which is very strange. Having shorts for a stock with 2 million shares in its public float. I'm probably going to be avoiding SNOA, but if this one looks heavy against like $14-15, I may simply just risk the pre-market highs, 1520s. We will see. We will see. I need a pop on it though. Jason, you're good. Thanks for the prayers. Absolutely. Very happy you're doing much, much better. All right, it's 9:20. I do believe we've gone over everything this morning. I got 6 charts loaded on up, so I'm going to narrow these down real quick for you guys just now jumping up in here. Ray in the house. Good morning, Ray. Good to see you in here. Let's narrow in the watch list a little bit. Airbnb, I'm just going to kind of be watching that one today on the sidelines just because I like watching these sometimes. It's like a movie for me. Like a movie. Just a lot of entertainment with these recent IPOs and stock like Airbnb. See what it's going to do. But here's the game plan this morning, guys. I got 6 charts load on up. SGMO. Sorry for the sound effects. SGMO was my favorite ticker this morning. I was tempted to hit it in pre-market, but I really wanted to wait for the open. This one was around 1620 when we were watching it. It's already seeing a little bit of profit taking at the moment. I do plan on hitting this one on a pop up through 15. I really want to get involved with SGMO, so yeah, we'll see how it opens up at this point. You guys know I do not chase. I don't chase stocks, so if I miss the boat, I miss the boat. But SGMO, nice little close yesterday. Tons of volume. Was looking for a short and fade on this. I'm not going to be hitting it in the 14s probably, so going to need a pop there. SGMO, what are you doing? Tgtx yesterday had a gap up and a spike and continuation. So Tgtx, I'm looking for a pop and see if we can get some profit taken there as well. So that's SGMO, Tgtx. BTU has got 230 on the ask. This one I hit yesterday. It's got major resistance and 200-day resistance at 280. So that's the area I'm really watching and planning on scaling BTU against. Ultimately, this stock is like climbing. I mean, it's climbing fairly well. What we need to look for on the short side is for this crazy volume. You guys see this? When I say crazy volume, that's what I look for. This is the short I had on BTU yesterday. This big upper shadow. I had like a 210 average, which was amazing. And took it all at 190. So yeah, that actually helped my day not be so red yesterday. Yesterday was a rough day. But BTU, I'm looking for this volume to come in. Crazy volume. 2 million shares. and we'll see that hopefully up in the 280 range. But up until that point, I mean, we may could trade this on the long side. I'm not against that, especially how this thing is creeping up. And then look for that major volume to come in, get rid of the shares, and then reverse and short it. That'd be amazing. That would be a dream. Long it to short it. Absolutely would be amazing. See how I'm playing out how all these stocks are going to be looking. BTU slow move. Getting accumulated on dips. Getting that fast move to the 200-day. I've seen it so much. BB is in the symmetrical triangle pattern. I actually kind of like this one for a... I kind of like BB still. I kind of like it. It's in that symmetrical triangle pattern here. I do like it against 818, but ultimately against 775. 775 is really good support there. So I'll be watching BB at the open as well. See if we can get a little bounce and break through that symmetrical triangle. Edit, I'm definitely interested in. Look at the freaking daily on this, guys, with edit. This thing is straight up. It's absolutely frustrating. Took a loss here yesterday, you guys know, on EDIT. I still like it, but I don't know if I'm going to trade it again today. We'll see if it provides a nice little setup. Nice little setup. Alright, so BB, SNOAs are leading gapper this morning. I got shorts here, but I'm going to need that closer up to the VWAP and over, maybe 14 range to short that. And I'd be risking over 15.25. I don't mind it, but it is a low floater. If I do short SNOA, there will be no commentary. Just FYI. Because if I ever get involved with a low floater like that on the short side, it can get dangerous very quickly, so can't take my eyes off of it. Usually, typically, I'm avoiding those. But really, I like what Coin said as far as it goes. I mean, he's right. When you look at the daily chart on SNOA, this thing always gives it back. I mean, look at all these upper shadows. Every time this stock gets a nice move, gives it back, gives it back, gives it back. So here's the thing with some of these, though. So on a red candlestick, the top of the body is where they open, right? The upper wick is the high of the day. So these stocks with SNOA actually have been opening up and then spiking and then probably maybe fading late day. You look at these two. These opened up green and gave everything back. So whether it opens green or red, usually gives it all back. So I am interested there with SNOA. It's very weird that there's shorts available with the 2 million float stock. Almost makes me think they're naked shorts. But CMEG don't do that. So it can't be. But it's just weird. This thing's traded 8 million shares out of a 2 million float. Alright guys, we got a couple minutes left. Let's go over the scans real quick before we get into the party today. Positive intensity scans up here in the middle. We're looking for stocks to be highlighted orange. That means they're getting overbought. Below that, on the negative intensity scans here in the middle, these are intraday scans. The negative ones when stocks are getting oversold. So I pair those with the daily chart, a couple other variables. Essentially, when stocks are getting overbought, oversold, I'm looking at their dailies and then seeing support and resistance levels, and then buy fear, sell euphoria, rinse and repeat. That's the motto of the scans. That's how they work. That is how they work. So guys, you guys got the game plan. Any questions before we get ready to rock and roll? Coin, what you looking to get involved with this morning? Make sure you guys hit that like button before we get started. For doing these for free. For free. Freebies. Some freebies. Minute and a half before the market opens on up. I'm really hoping SGMO gives us some kind of a pop, man. I'm really hoping SGMO gives us some kind of a pop. I was looking to hit that out of the gates at 16. It's already down a point. It's very frustrating. I really need that one to pop back on up. Coin watching VERU, small gap down, possible dip and rip. VERU yesterday had a late day climb on Veru. Kind of that's what VRU's been doing. On Wednesday had a late day spike as well. And then yesterday had a late day spike too. So VRU, if you guys are sticking around, understand that pattern recognition around 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock both on Wednesday and Thursday. That thing got big spike. All right, guys, let's get ready to party. Watching SGMO out of the gates. Need a pop there, man. Really need a pop there. 10 seconds. Snowa watching that one. BTU, I love that at 280. Absolutely love that. And then BB is in that symmetrical triangle squeeze. The market is now open. Let's let the party begin. Let's let the party begin, traders. All right, Snowa, that one's trying to test out that $13 area. It's having a little bit of trouble, and there's a decent spread there on Snowa at the moment. It's roughly 18-cent spread there, so definitely God. SGMO, I'm watching this pop very carefully. Watching this pop very, very carefully. BTU is actually getting a little bit more on it. BTU is up towards 232s. That is very nice. BTU is seeing a little bit of continuation there. SGMO, I'm wanting it. It's just a. I'm gonna go ahead and tap SGMO, but I want it higher. Higher the better there, in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and tap it. BB, I'm going to tap that as well. BB, I'm going to get interested there as well on the long side. BTU is up towards 240, so that is great there. BTU. 280, ultimately, kind of that risk area. I definitely plan to scale into that, up towards that area. What's Snowa up to? Snowa looking pretty heavy. So you guys know how that daily chart always looks on Snowa. It's just a low floater and a little scary, isn't it? So SGMO, a little bit of a sell-off here, 1450. So not looking bad there so far. 1430s. If you guys got that with me, good job. I like the fade on this one, so I'm gonna be kicking back with it for a little while. BB is right in that symmetrical triangle range right now. It's testing the area out. Pretty much under 820 is kind of the main risk there. Under 820. That 817, 18 area. So I'm going to be watching that one pretty carefully. Snowa is kind of going sideways right now. 13 main risk. A lot popping up on both scans right now. So you guys help me alert some of these if you're seeing anything worth looking at. So I'm in a couple trades right now, and also looking to get involved with BTU at some point. BTU, I do like it. I want that one like closer up to 250s is where I may really get involved with it, but that one's slower right now. SGMO, I'm probably going to look to scale into that if that gets a pop. And BB is kind of slow and not in love with it. Going to watch that one to see what's going to do under 820. SGMO, I like that one for a fade still. I want to get more involved with it on a pop towards 1470s. Throw a little bit more on it. Negative skins lit up a lot right now. Lit up a lot right now. Snowa still fighting that $13 area. That's why I typically don't get involved with these low floaters. BTU coming up back up towards BTU has a 10-cent spread. That's nuts. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'm looking for something else to pop up right now on the scans. Yeah, Snowa doesn't want to give up yet. Still fighting that 13 area. Doesn't quite want to give it up yet. All right, BTU. BTU's pulling back pretty hardcore right now from 240. That's definitely a shame. That's definitely a shame with BTU. Really like that one up towards 280. Gotta let them come to us, though. SGMO looking still pretty heavy. SGMO probably going to take all of it under 14. If I get a point per share on it, probably just going to take it all. Which it is coming down to right now. I'm going to watch that one pretty carefully. BB, I do have a long there still, but not in love with it at the moment. Coin, watching CLSK for dip buy. Opening range breakout, needs some volume. Yeah, CLSK, that one's not bad. Got a little bit of a euphoric pop on it. Some upper shadows there, but it's trying to hold the VWAP. Trying to hold that VWAP. Alright, BB trying to pop up a little bit right now. So right now, BB, I got an 828 average on the long side. For the symmetrical triangle break, I'm going to see how 820 is going to hold there. SGMO, still with that, I got a 1490 average on the short side. So right now, I'm just watching, seeing what else is going to pop up on the scans for us at the moment. ONCT is getting a little spike. That one was early in the week, I believe that was a ONCT had that phase 1 trials, I believe, with the crazy move. With the phase 1. Phase 1 normally doesn't bring in volume like that, but ended up being a decent play. Flipping through some charts. Man, BTU is a shame. That thing up down towards the low 210s. Man. That is a shame. TCDA is getting a little pop right now as well. The 50-day moving average on that is 771. It's trying to pop above that right now. It's a little thin. I'm watching that one as well. NETE is popping up towards its close. BTU, come on, man. SNOA, a little bit of a sell-off here. That one typically gives everything back, as you guys remember. It just went into a halt. So FYI, SNOA just went into a halt. SGMO is approaching 14 bucks. Kind of looks like it wants under 14. May look to add into that on a pop and then take it all on a flush under 14. I'm watching SGMO carefully here. There is a few upper shadows towards the 9 EMA, signifying what? There's sellers. Sellers are still on SGMO. It's kind of unwinding and fading. Still. I'm watching that one fairly carefully at the moment as well. SNOA is in a halt though, so you guys are aware. SNOA in the halt. SGMO SSR is turned on at the moment. So it looks like it's about to flush under 14. We're still seeing, yeah, there we go, flush under 14. Let's see if it's going to hold under 14 real quick. I'm probably about to take all of SGMO. This is my bread and butter setup, guys. You got to learn this setup if you don't. Yeah, I'm going to take it all. Nice. All right, SGMO. I'm going to be done with that one. I wanted a little bit bigger of a position, but no problemo. Right now, I just have a long on BB, just kicking back there, and going to look for another play. SNOA in the halt. I'm interested to see how that one's going to be opening up. BTU is definitely frustrating. I may look for that on the long side since I missed a short if we keep getting quite a bit more panic with BTU. If we have a fast sell-off under $2, probably going to scoop that one on up. FAT is FAT is trying to U-shape back around towards the open. Yeah, you got FAT at $8, Quinn? Yeah, that one low floater trying to curl back around a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me at all if that one tried to get a little bit of a spike on it. FAT is definitely interesting with 1 million in flow and trying to U-shape towards this towards the open right now. It's trying to get a little pop up through $9 resistance. So FAT, there is quite a bit of volume coming into this play. May get some chat room pump on it here shortly. Yeah, FAT is definitely getting good volume at the moment. 950 bids. Did it go into a halt? Yeah, so FAT in a halt now. I was actually getting close to buying that red to green move there, but didn't pull the trigger. So FAT, that one's in a halt right now. BB, I'm just watching the 820s area. This one's slow. Not a whole lot going on. Looking a little weak. Not in love with it. Snowa's back open. Let's see what's going on with Snowa. Yeah, Snowa having a little bit of trouble. Snowa fighting that open from the halt right now, 1150s. Nice with FAT coin. Good job there. All-time highs 1380. This could be a massive runner. Volume sustains. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of volume in pre-market, but right now it's definitely getting the attention. So definitely is. TCDA is actually kind of looking like a little bit of a DT-ish. TCDA 790 high, and it's kind of slowing down a little bit. What did I say the 50-day was? 770. Yeah, probably going to close under that. Yeah, TCDA is interesting. It's just really slow and thin. Really slow and thin. Yeah, I wish I was with you on the fat coin. I was really close to it. Good call there. Watching Snow a little bit right now. Snow is still looking a little weak. Remember, this one normally gives everything back. I don't. It is looking pretty heavy, pretty weak. I mean, I don't mind hitting this one. I like it closer up towards $12. So Snowa, I don't mind hitting this one on a short, but I like it. I like to see it pop back up over $12, kind of where it had that death candle. Yeah, pre-market base is thin, easy to break through. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what I was seeing as well. It's just not a whole lot of action pre-market. It's actually, I mean, this is an ideal stock for chat rooms to pump. Ideal stock. I'm not going to be buying it out of the halt. I kind of missed the boat there. I'm going to be watching that one and on the sidelines with my pom-poms cheering coin on. Cheering you on, baby. Watching Snowa, though, right now to get involved there. Watching that pretty carefully. And then BB, I'm kicking back there still. It's still holding that symmetrical triangle, but it just doesn't have the volume. So I'm not sure it's going to get it today. We're just going to have to keep it on watch. It may see it on Monday. A break on one way or the other there. But not a lot of volume here today. All right, FAT is back open, and holy money, FAT. Wow. FAT 1060s, and it looks like it's already in another halt. Wow. Good job, coin. You didn't even have time to lock in profits if you wanted to on that. That is nice right there. All right, where's the sympathy play at? Where is the sympathy play? Where be the sympathy? Snowa still waiting there, watching for us. See if we can get a pop. On Snowa. Not sure if we are. Still a good candidate from its daily to just fade throughout the day. Yeah, coin's about to get paid. Mr. Jesse W. Jesse, were you in here for that fat call? Coin and I well, I actually didn't get it, Jesse, but little red to green move on fat. It's a low tiny floater fat with the merger news. 1 million in float. Double hauled already. Snowa, you got some Snowa? Nice. Yeah, I still have my eyes on SNOA. This one typically gives everything back throughout the day, so I am watching for a pop there to see if we can get involved with a little bit of a short on one of these tiny floaters, which is obviously scary. We'll see what it does. It's kind of like bear flagging against the 90 MA right now. Pretty big death candle on Snowa, though. Like you were saying, Jesse, from 14 down to like 1160s. So definitely going to see some overhead resistance right there. At the moment, most traders are just focused on fat. Mr. Fat, F-A-T. So we're going to see what fat does out of the open. It just opened up, and literally nobody had even time to take profits. It was getting balled up so quick. Yeah, that's a good point there. Jesse's bringing it up as well. Since all attention's on fat and Snowa is in this same like penny stock realm, volume's likely going to fade off of Snowa and lighten up, and probably just all head over to fat. I am interested still in a short with Snowa, but I need that to pop up a little bit to get involved there. I'd like it up closer to 1250s. A little bit closer to the risk area. But it is looking heavy and lighter in volume. Probably not going to get it. Coin at CLSK long 1750 target. Yeah, not bad there. Not yet. Yeah, I'm actually excited to see where FAT's going to open up. Very excited to see where FAT is going to open up. Very thin pre-market, so not much of a ceiling in pre-market, quite frankly. So because it was so thin. Very, very thin there. Good run, needs to eat up sellers at 17. Boom, boom. Nice TCDA. Or CLSK. Alright, guys. See what's popping up on the scans real quick. Jesse, what else you get? You got Snowa this morning. What else you working with? How's Tesla treating you? Mr. Tesla. Yeah, Snow is still heavy. 1120s on the bid. Just one trade on Snow, nice and green on the day so far. That's a good way to end a Friday. End a week. Chop fest on Tesla. Fat is open, pulling back a little bit here, down towards this $10 area, and is halted on the downside now. So, yeah, not fun. Not fun. Yeah, Halt Fest is, they're the worst, guys. Literally, unless they keep halting up. Unless it's what was last week? It was that stock that went from like $5 to 100. GMLS? No, it was I don't remember the ticker, but that thing was a Halt Fest as well. Not fun. CLSK paying out. Good work there. Coin. ADTX getting a pop on the scans right now. 30 on the intensity. Pulling up towards $3. ADTX. No shorts there for me, but 320 is an area I'd be watching for that pop up through $3 on ADTX if you guys have the shorts. Yeah, I think that's what Coin was just talking about, Jesse. Believe that's what Coin was just talking about. So Snowa still sell off under $11 now. That one getting light on the volume, fading a little bit. ADTX trying to get over $3, just got hit really hard, back down to 280s now. So that's kind of what we were watching. Fast move up through the whole dollar there. We'll see if that one can pop back up. And so far, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. I mean, VTVT is trying to bounce off of $4, guys. I mean, here's the chart with VTVT. Not that exciting. It had a head and shoulders in pre-market. Going to be met with quite a bit of resistance like it is right now. Upper shadow up towards that 470s. Having some trouble there. So not a whole lot going on right now. FAT, definitely. Traders are still anticipating the open on that. ADTX, that pop up through 3 all the way back down to 370s now. So that was a beautiful little short if you guys had the shorts there. And Snowa still with the fade. Snowa still with the fade. New lows. Yeah, VTVT, man. Yeah, slowing down a little bit. Fat is kind of where the attention is at the moment. Otherwise, a little slow here. CLSK you meant. Jesse, I pulled up CLSH, and I was like, what are you watching, Jesse? Pull up CLSH. What are you trading, Jesse? Yeah. LMND popping. Yeah, so you guys, you're seeing the scans. You're seeing what I'm seeing. BTU, we were watching for the short earlier. That one's all the way back down from 240 to $2. So giving everything back essentially there. Fast sell-off on BTU. I wouldn't mind a scoop. That one flushes towards 190s, but need a little bit more on that. Snowa trying to get a pop back over $11. Yeah, I still don't mind a short with snow as long as it gets a little bit closer up towards the risk area. Snow probably up towards $12 and risk the open where those upper shadows are at the open of the day. It's ultimately where I'd be watching. But it's a lot to ask for that thing to get back up towards $12. But yeah, Jesse, not looking to take another trade. But if Fat holds 950, may get involved there. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot myself either. Fat is opened up right now. It right near that VWAP. I do have support on the daily right around the 950s as well. Support on the daily with FAT. So let's see if that's going to hold up here. That 950 area, which it looks like it's trying to hold that area up a little bit. Obviously, a little bit of trouble, but trying to hold it up. $880 bids on it. So we're seeing a little bit of profit taken with Fat right now. A little bit of profit taken there. Ultimately, the open is kind of that risk area I'd be watching. The open's right around, the 880s area, where it kind of did that red to green move. I'd be watching that area pretty closely. The open to see if that's going to hold up. That's where it did do that red to green move before it went in that initial halt. So it looks like we're seeing a little bit of a lower shadow there. It's trying to hold that open a little bit at the moment. I'd watch that area very, very closely. But did just drop from $11 on a halt. It's gonna take a little bit of time probably to get back up. There's a lot of guys trying to get out of this stock at the moment. So I would not be looking for the world. If this thing does turn back around, it's probably gonna take a little bit of time as longs take longer, as they normally do. This is a tiny, tiny float though, 1 million. So just be careful with it. Yeah. Thought it was a burger place. Fat. It's a software publishing company. Yeah, I know. AHT with the panic right now. AHT. Little bit of panic there on AHT. Let me pull that one up. A little bit of panic there on the negative intensity scans. Just going to watch it for now. I'd like another trade, but, trade's got to come to us. Trade has got to come to us, so we're not missing anything. This is just typically how Fridays are going to go. We got our trades near the open, and volume kind of thins out pretty quick on Fridays, as traders are just ready to wrap up the week, ready to end their week after a long week of nearly blowing up. Everybody's looking to be done. I'm a messin'. So, yeah, Fat's having some trouble against that open right now. It's going to be heavy. Kim, how you doing? Howdy, howdy. Missed you this morning, Kim. There was a few this morning, Kim. There were a few. I got SGMO. You know what it is, Kim, the bread and butter. Got SGMO for a point this morning, so I was happy with that. SGMO, this is the bread and butter play. Short out of the gates. And fat coin got for the red to green move, a little low floater. I hope you locked in some profits on fat coin. Hoping you got a little bit. And coin got CLSK for a pop up towards 1730s. Yeah, got something. Got something. That's what it's all about. Getting something. I'm here every day waiting for the opportunities. That's what we get paid for. We don't get paid for our time when trading. We get paid for the opportunities. So I'm here. I'm here. Held a little bit on that first push, coin. Good work there. Good work. Yeah, Snow is trying to hold the $11 area a little bit right now. Fat, honestly, I think's done. If you were to ask me, my humble and honest opinion, I think Fat's probably done. ADTX is back up towards 320. So there is that. But otherwise, it's 10 o'clock, guys. Slowing down a little bit. I don't want to overstay my welcome in the market. ADTX is definitely interesting. I think there's a trade there. I just don't have the shorts with ADTX. But that one's kind of grinding against the 9 EMA right now. So there could be a trade on the long side with ADTX at the moment. But you guys know that 320 area is a little magic area. Little magic area. So ADTX is certainly interesting. Could trade that on a long on a pullback down toward that 9 EMA. Let me see what's going on here. ADTX. I'm not seeing any news. I think they're presenting the 13th. Presenting the 13th at an event. So this may be some anticipation. Buy the rumor to sell the news type of deal. But it is it's trying to hold up right now. So there's a play right there, ADTX. I'll be watching that. Otherwise, slowing down a little bit. Coin's still working fat. Still working Mr. Fat. Trying to get back above $9. Testing that area out. Just going to take some time there. That's all. But traders, any questions before we wrap it up? It's starting to slow down, so that's what I'd be watching. ADTX is pulling back towards the $3 area right now. It just hit 323, which is not a coincidence. That's that magic number. So be watching ADTX. Be watching FAT, as that one just had all the hype and attention. Any questions before we start wrapping it up today? If not, you guys hit me up via email if you have any questions whatsoever. Always happy to help. And you guys have a great, wonderful weekend. We're going to do it again first thing Monday morning. Guys, we will see ya all then. Kim, absolutely. Certainly missed you this morning as well, but we will... We'll do it again Monday morning, Kim. I look forward to seeing you then. Coin golfing today? No, I did that yesterday. No golfing today. But we may be going to do some Christmas lights or something like that. I don't know. Take the wife out for a nice little dinner. Snow back up, Coin. Coin's trying to keep me around. Snow popping up towards 1150s. Yeah, try to find his feet. There was a little bit of a double bottom there with Snow at 1075. So certainly not bad there with Snow. I'm trying to pop back up right now. I like Snow still. I mean, it's crazy that I still have shorts here. I find that very fascinating. But I do like Snow if this one pops back up towards 13. Remember, on the daily chart with SNOA, this one always gives everything back. That's the main thing I liked as far as it goes. So that's what we'll be looking for. Jesse, are you still in here? Yeah, Snow pulling up towards $12. Yeah, Jesse, if you're still here. Guys, so we will be moving at December 28th to the Day Trader chat room. I just got word, actually today is the last day to save $50 on whatever package you guys decide. So I just got word on that. So just FYI, if you guys are moving over with us, today's the last day to save $50 on that. Just aware. Hey, anybody still in here that have been having problems with wiring money over to CMEG? Anyone still here having issues as far as that goes? I did get an email from CMEG, so I did want to go over that real quick if anybody's still in here. That would like me to go over that. You guys all skedaddled. Is anybody even in here? You guys skedaddled. Everybody out of here quick. How many people we got in here? We got 16. 16, that's probably fairly decent for a Friday. Ian, what's going on, Ian? Good to see you in here. You sent some yesterday, waiting for it to clear. Okay, just making sure that I did get word from a couple different guys, Ian. They were having problems wiring over to CMEG. I've been with CMEG for years. I've helped a lot of people go to CMEG. Never heard of any problems, but the last few days there were a few different guys. One of them in here as well. One of the guys in the family over here as well that was having some problems. So I've been trying to figure that out for everybody. But Ian didn't have any problems. You sent some yesterday. What bank are you with, if you don't mind me asking, Ian? Because some of the guys in here, Bank of America was giving them problems sending money over internationally, and then another bank as well. So, yeah, just making sure. Just making sure. Let me go over the email I got from you guys. Yes, so some of the banks were requiring apparently new laws with certain banks saying if you're wiring over money internationally, the destination has to provide all the fees associated. That was very strange. I've never heard of anything like that. As far as as far as if anybody's still in here that we're having a problem with the 15A-6 that pertains to solicitation, the client can do one of two things. Provide the bank a copy of the signed form. They would, example attached. Yeah, example attached. And on CMEG's website that says we are not soliciting anybody, which they don't. Or they could use another foreign financial institution. So just FYI. Wells Fargo I've used. They work completely fine with me. Ian is with Chase and had no issues as well. Let me see if he... yeah, actually that was one of the banks that was provided, Chase, where they don't really have problems. So, yeah, that sounds good, guys. Just as long as you're taken care of, I'm happy. You're happy, I'm happy. What's going on right now, guys? Snowa is back up towards 1230s. Wow. All right, Snowa is definitely getting interesting. So Snowa typically gives everything back, just FYI. I'd still like this one for a fade, and I'm certainly interested in a short here. I'm going to go ahead and hit it. I got a little bit at 1225. 1225 on it. I like it up towards those upper shadows in the 1350s range. That's ultimately going to be my risk on it. I plan to scale up towards those areas, up towards the 1350 upper shadows. Just an FYI for you guys that are trading that alongside me. Yeah, I like the same thing, Coin. I'm thinking the same thing. We probably going to get a fake VWAP test. Maybe it pops through it a little bit, but I'm looking for the same thing. See if we can pop up through the VWAP. That's what I'd be looking for. But on its past chart history, the stock gives everything back. It is a Friday, so Fridays usually fade off pretty quick. It would be pretty crazy if this thing turned back around, broke pre-market highs, and kept going. So we trade the good hands. That's what we do, traders. Sometimes they don't work, but we always trade the good hands. Life is popping up. Life NH. NH. Woo! What is NH up to, baby? NH. I have shorts here with NH. Woo! NH up from $3 up to $5 right now. I do have shorts here. Let me look at the past chart history. $5, definitely an area of resistance. I'm looking for NH to pop up through $5, maybe hit that 520 area, and definitely looking for a short there. That one actually looks like it's trying to get accumulated on dips at the moment and popping up. So NH, I'm watching that one really carefully. For a short up through 5, I'm hoping it gets up to. Doesn't quite look like we're going to get that. And SNOA, I'm going to be watching that one against the upper shadows, 1350s area. It's kind of where my eyes are at the moment. NH big seller at $6. That would be nice. That would be nice. Having a pretty solid pullback on NH at the moment, though. Pretty solid pullback here. Yep, so SNOA pulling under $12 right now. NH back in the teens. Man, I liked NH for a short. It's still kind of getting accumulated around that VWAP. There's good volume there. I like the short, but may get it on the long side on a panic sell off under $4. Let's see if it'll snap under $4 for us real quick. Come on, NH. Come on. What you got for us? Man. I think it did tap $3.99. They usually pull under the whole dollar and take out orders, stop orders, and then they pop up. I think it did hit $3.99. A little irritated there. Coin got NH at $4. Tight stop. Coin, you're the reason this thing held up. I blame you. Pulling back closer to $4. I still like it for a little scoopy scoop. See what happens here. Coming down towards 4 again. Man, it does not want to flush under $4. It's like refusing to flush under $4. It's actually fairly heavy against that VWAP 421. Fairly heavy against that. Retesting $4 again. Let's see what NH is going to do. Testing this $4 area again. See if it's going to snap under it or try to get another bounce. Kill me, bro. Killing me, NH. Yeah, absolutely no follow through there. Coming back up towards VWAP a little bit there. On NH. SNOA even lower. I got a 1225 average on SNOA. Just kicking back there. Just a kicking back there. Really don't mind adding into SNOA if we're going to start fading. Which is what I may do here. NH back up to 430s. Nice work there, coin. Nice work there, coin. NH back up to 440s. So if this one pops up quick, back up towards $5, I'm probably going to hit it on the short side for those sloppy seconds. Those sloppy seconds on the short up towards $5. It's got to be fast though. If we get a pretty fast move up towards $5, definitely a short there. Coin's got a long on NH, so he's looking for 6. Why not 7, coin? Why not 7? Snowa, what are we going to do? Snowa, what are we going to do? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be getting off here. It's 10:30. I'm gonna be watching Snowa for a little bit longer. NH as well. These two fairly carefully, and we'll go from there. See what's gonna happen on those two. NH, be watching that against the highs there against $5, and Snowa ultimately the open of the day there. It's kind of the idea. But otherwise, traders, great job today. We will see you first thing Monday morning.